Right, did you go live? Hello,
Hi there.
everyone! Welcome to the Makers Gonna Learn YouTube channel with our special guest, Mary Katherine Burke.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. We have Becca behind the camera monitoring all the comments. Mary Katherine, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm so excited. Oh my goodness.
Happy to be here.
You guys have no idea. Unless you've been following for, gosh, when was the last time we did a live stream together? Many moons ago.
Like 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
Who remembers Mary Katherine?
Long time ago. I did a hand lettering course.
Yes, at Summit.
Pens.
You went to Summit and you taught me a little bit of brush lettering.
Yes, and he tried it.
I did it. Like that was a big deal for me.
Did you do good?
I think I did. I was proud of myself.
Have you continued?
No, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm okay with that. Mary Katherine designs all the beautiful things here at Makers Gonna Learn for a lot of our covers, a lot of marketing assets.
Yeah,
we were talking about the
it.
Makers Gonna Meet logo. That was awesome. And we love all the things because Mary Katherine decided to be part of Design Make Sell this round.
Yes. So excited. I love designing it. Actually, really had fun branding, picking color palettes and all that.
I think one of my favorite things about it was that you helped everyone get started in Procreate.
Yeah.
But you also were able to teach branding with Courtney's new mom blog, which was crazy. So we're super excited.
Yes, I loved being a part. Loved making videos. I think it was my first time.
Yeah, you killed it with
scary.
all of the training.
So
to
fun.
be so thorough, to be just so good. So I want to give a few shout outs. Hey, Marianne Topoletto. Hey, Ariel, Kimberly, Lisa, Aaliyah, Joyce, Stacy. Hello. Guys, we are not only doing a Q&A with Mary Katherine, so go ahead, start typing in your graphic design questions, branding questions. This is a special Q&A that we have some prepared, but we'd love to take any from our audience.
So exciting.
Becca, if you could help monitor any of those that come in, because we're going to kind of share the whole, your story, how we started working together. This is a many year process, which we're super excited about. And Mary Katherine, we have a giveaway.
We do. We have a great giveaway.
We're so excited. Do you want to show them? Put it right here and we'll show them on the second camera.
Right there.
Oh my goodness. For our friends that are ready to get started in hand lettering, this is just a great book. Explain some of the things why this is such a great one.
I actually looked at this book. Can I come back here?
For sure.
I love this book because it takes you through brush strokes.
Love it.
Right here, you're learning all about brush strokes and calligraphy and hand lettering. And there's practice pages. Goes through the alphabet. I like this person's scripts.
Yes.
And then there's some practice pages. Yeah, I love it. I think
so neat.
I would like to win it.
So neat. Now, Mary Katherine.
And great brushes.
I mean, they really have to attend the. We're actually picking the winner before I start that comment. If you want to win this, we're picking a winner live. So you have to be attending live. If you're watching the recorded, you will not be able to win. We're picking someone on this live stream at the end. So stay tuned, be commenting to pick some, we're gonna pick a winner just randomly throughout the live. So we're
exciting.
super excited.
Yeah.
Love this. We have friends saying, I wish my handwriting was legible. What would you say right out of the gate to people that are like, I don't know if lettering's for me?
Yeah, don't be scared of it at all because, again, this is just going to help you practice. This person, whoever designed this book, this is her or his personal lettering. So you don't have to match it exactly. Your lettering is going to look a little different because it's your specific handwriting. So don't be afraid to jump in here. It's just going to teach you some tips and tricks to use brush pens or just to get started. And it is cursive. There's some cursive in here, and there's some.
One thing I loved when Mary Katherine broke down upstrokes, downstrokes, the science behind it, it really helped me feel a little bit more comfortable.
There's actually a way to do it, and I think anybody can do it if you take the time to practice.
Yeah. So let's hear the whole story of what got you into designing. How did you get started?
Such a fun segue because it was hand lettering. Way to go.
Yeah.
It was not brush pen lettering. It was actually a real calligraphy set with calligraphy dip pens and nibs and ink, and I made big messes with ink.
I love it.
But I did learn how to do calligraphy writing with calligraphy sets, and then I moved a little bit into just hand lettering with brushes. These brush pens are really awesome. I use some of those. So hand lettering turned into, I started doing some quotes for people and little verses, and they would buy these prints from me that I did hand lettering on, and I was like, wow, I'm making some extra money on the side. So I started making framed pieces.
The framed pieces are everything.
Made frames.
So good.
I had a whole little woodworking area in a garage, and I made frames, and I was pretty busy. Like one Christmas break, I mean, I made
just nonstop
lots of frames and did all of my hand lettering on them. And then got a Cricut and tried it with the Cricut, which is actually really, really fun.
Yeah.
To do, obviously. I studied a little bit of graphic design in college, so then that kind of got me into graphics. Then I moved into starting with Tanner.
Yay! Oh my gosh. So that's
So
kind of
exciting.
like the crazy part, y'all. So we've had Makers Gonna Learn, our membership, since 2017. And Mary Katherine actually designed the first collection. It was probably the only artist we worked with for exclusively like at least the first year. Like almost a year of just like only
Just my cut files.
just all of
And
Mary
I had
Katherine's.
never done it before. And I had to get on YouTube to figure out how to do it. I had said yes to him, like, yeah, I can do it. I've never used Illustrator.
It was wild.
I did it all by hand on paper first. Yeah, we've come a long way.
Yes. I mean,
But-
over the past 4 years, like to see the cut files evolve, to see like our relationship evolve, like everything is so neat on how like you went from making crafts to designing, and I mean the missions work that you've been able to do and continue working with us is just so amazing that like no matter what everyone at home is like doing, that's one of the biggest things I've been sharing. I taught the workshop I was telling you about was like 30 days to start selling your crafts today. Like that was a big push to say like if you get started today, where you end up in 3 years. Like when you saw the video of me talking about my Etsy shop, I couldn't even pronounce Etsy. Like I never thought like we would be here a decade later. You know what I mean? Like it's everyone's on their own journey. So like when you guys at home are like saying, hey, I'm gonna put myself out there to design, to sell, like anything like that, like the best part is like it may look different as you continue going. Like that, and that's what I love about your story, our story.
It's totally
like,
evolved.
Yeah, everything evolves.
Yeah,
and
I'm not making frames anymore,
Not
but I do love woodworking.
Yeah.
But it changes for
It's crazy.
sure.
So how did we meet? Oh my goodness. We've known each other for a few years before through church.
I knew you.
I guess I actually never met you before.
I feel like that meeting was the first.
No, I think so too, now that I think about it. I found out who Mary Katherine was, because I think I knew of you, but I didn't know you did art.
Yeah.
I just kept telling all my friends I needed to find a hand lettering artist because I knew I wanted our first collection for Christmas to be very hand lettered. That was like really trendy. It was really helping. So I thought it would be someone on the internet. Like I was more so venting to friends, and they were like, "Well, did you see Mary Katherine's making these frames?" And I was like, "I did not see." And you had done a pop-up shop somewhere local at the Pig.
Yes, loved it.
A pottery shop. So then we were like just connecting. So that is how we met.
Yeah, probably that first meeting.
Yes,
over
at the Starbucks.
Cut files at Starbucks. Yes, we did.
I was like, I have 30 files I need. That's it. Like, that's all we need. And yes, you do need to do this. Open your Etsy shop. I love it. I love it. I love it.
There's so many questions.
So many good ones.
Golly.
Now, before we jump into all the questions, going through, we have a kind of a journey of like talking about what she is really teaching in Design Make Sell, because I know you all have questions. And I want to let you all know, Design Make Sell doors are open and you can enroll into the 2021 updated program today. So if you go pro, you're getting that coupon code DMS at checkout. It is going to be right here in the comments. It's pinned. Use that coupon code, get in $50 off, coupon code DMS. Payment plans, you are able to get in as low as $115.50 today. So no matter what, if you sign up today, we're also mailing you printed and shipped workbooks, which I'm super excited about.
They're awesome. It's such great
information.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we love it. So I don't know, where do we want to begin? Do we want to talk more branding, or is people more so interested in how Procreate and hand lettering works, Becca?
We have had several questions that kind of go around. Can you use Procreate to create your own designs with Cricut? Like,
yes.
Can you hand letter and then put that on
Like, what
a
does that look
frame
like?
or yes?
Yes. Okay. So let's.
It's so easy.
I love it. So you teach in Design Make Sell.
Yes.
All about
Procreate.
Procreate. There's 2 programs that we teach you in the design module of the design course of Design Make Sell. It's Illustrator and Procreate. And those 2 programs, in your case, work perfect
that's all I've
together.
used.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And Procreate is what we recommend for all of you that want to get into hand lettering.
Yeah.
So whether or not, you have hand lettered before, want to hand letter and get better, Procreate is going to be that kind of iPad secret weapon.
Can I say a little snippet?
Please.
So just in case you don't know what Procreate is an app that you download on your iPad. So you can't use an Android tablet, you can't use your computer. It's specifically for iPads, and you specifically use an Apple Pencil. So you use an Apple Pencil with it. I think, can you use a normal stylus, or do you have to have that?
You can use a normal stylus.
I think you can use a normal stylus. I would not recommend it because that Apple Pencil is so awesome.
Talk a little bit about that, about how the...
So if I had a stylus versus an Apple Pencil, pros, cons.
So the Apple Pencil was specifically designed for Procreate, I believe. I think they went together. Could totally be wrong.
Any type of writing on the iPad.
It's specifically
for
to take the pressure that you're putting on it to really go with your strokes. It really works like a pen or a paintbrush, whatever brush you're using in the app. So you have to have an iPad to a certain generation, an older generation that works with the app. And you also have to use an Apple Pencil. So just to say what Procreate is, and then Illustrator is also.
But one thing I love about this, for our friends that are like, okay, I don't have an iPad, is this live stream still great for me? Yes, because we're also going to be talking about branding. But secondly, say you have an iPad. You can get started with Procreate today. What's the price point look like for the app?
Is it under $10?
It's $9.99.
It's $9.99, yeah.
Okay, so
which we love. Very
so
affordable.
Worth it. It's incredible. Great app.
Now, are there add-on fees that you have? Say after I buy the $10, have you ever had to pay for additional features?
No, not one time.
So $10 and you're in the Procreate app. If you want to end up saying, I love hand lettering, I want to get a pencil, that would be, I think, $120 roughly.
Yeah. It's a little bit of an investment, but that's the only program I've used besides Illustrator my whole time working with Tanner. So
yeah, and you're able to really crush it. So whether you're wanting to design cut files like Mary Katherine does in partnership with us, or if you're wanting to just design and be able to take cut files. So what would that process look like? You open your iPad, you've designed a cut file.
Yep.
What does that look like?
Depends on if you're creating an SVG or a PNG, will be a little bit different depending on what kind of file you want. So you'll just either draw something, write something, whatever you're doing on Procreate, you just export that. Now you can't make SVGs on Procreate. That's a couple more steps, but you can export PNGs straight from Procreate.
They work great with Cricut Design Space, but for us, we always give our customers SVG and PNG.
Right.
But let's say you're just making something yourself, you've been able to write welcome for your doormat, whatever.
Exactly.
You're able to take that PNG, my friend, from your iPad to Cricut Design Space.
Straight in.
You could use only your iPad to design, to cut.
Because you can get the Cricut app on your iPad.
Yes. So that's really neat. And if you want the SVG, what would you do?
The SVG is a little trickier because you have to go through Illustrator to do it.
So you just take that.
Do you teach that in Design Make Sell?
Yes, we're able to take
make it a vector.
Yeah, so you're able to go through and take your images just like we teach in Design Make Sell. If you're like, we want the step-by-step tutorial of taking images and making them SVG, there are ways to help you transfer those files around in the design portion. A lot of variety, actually, of
It sounds a little scary, but a little bit of a learning curve to use these programs, and really, I mean,
Yes.
there's so much you can do with it.
Now, for the friends here that are saying, you know, do I have to be an artist to work with Procreate? Like, what would you say for someone that's a little hesitant about their skill set?
I would say, no, you don't have to be an artist. I think art is something you can learn. I didn't
Love
think
that.
I could draw, ever. I hated to draw. I hated what my drawings looked like. That's why I went into more hand lettering. But I took a drawing class in college, and I was like, what am I doing here with people who have drawn their whole high school career and like are here for art?
Okay.
Which I was there for graphic design, but learning and practicing really is a skill that you can build.
Yeah.
So I don't think you have to have this natural knack. Now it helps to have
I
a
love it. Yeah.
little bit of natural eye for color or
Right.
design, things like that. But no, I think it's definitely a skill that you can practice.
I love
Especially
it.
hand lettering. Hand lettering you can practice.
I think that's like where a lot of people get like frustrated is like, I really want to already have it, like do great design. Like, what tips would you say you might have for someone that is like getting started in Procreate? Like, do you feel like from the Design Make Sell portion of what you're teaching in Procreate, they're going to have a really solid skill set?
Yes, I think
dive in?
it's a great base, especially for the Illustrator portion too. Well, we teach you basically all the basic things you would need to use in the app, the brushes, the colors, all the different buttons and shortcuts and things like
Yes.
that to get you a base. Now from there, that's where you might feel overwhelmed. You know, I have
Yeah.
all this information, and now where do I go?
Well, you know, there's so many different
But-
ways you can go with your designing. So, for our friends, Becca, do we have any specific questions we want to tackle? I know I see lots of questions as we have been
A lot of questions.
going
Can you
through.
create? Can you create fonts with your hand lettering?
Ooh, that's a
Fabulous.
bonus in Design Make Sell
Let me show
Pro.
you exactly how to do it
I mean, all of it.
from
like,
Procreate.
yes.
Do we offer classes in Procreate?
My
Offer
friends.
great classes.
Yes, Mary Katherine is part of our brand new 2021 updated Design Make Sell. So today is all about Procreate because we have her teaching
Yes.
the Procreate section, and she's teaching us in the Sell portion of Design Make Sell branding. So you get Mary Katherine in two beautiful spots of the program. And yes, if you are like, I want to make a font from
Yes,
my hand lettering,
absolutely.
we're teaching that as a bonus when you go pro. So look at the bonus sheet, look at all the bonuses in Design Make Sell. You guys do not want to miss out on all the little hacks of taking your hand lettering,
Yeah, it's really fun.
making your very own font, because it'll save you time.
Yeah.
Once you hand letter all those letters, you're able to use that for all your
so many
projects.
things. Save yourself a lot of time.
Which is really neat.
Can you explain the difference between a PNG and SVG really quickly for
I
those
would
who
love
need?
to.
Yes.
So, say you are working with a PNG. You're able to take that, and it is really great for print and cuts. It's really
Yeah.
great. It's one layer. So it's
Yeah.
all one layer. SVG, if you've ever uploaded a Maker's Gonna Learn cut file, and you're like, oh, the blue's a layer. Oh, all the gray's a layer. All the black's a layer. That's the beauty of the SVG, my friend. It takes away the work for you, and it's really fantastic when we do that. So if Mary Katherine and I work on a cut file, we may say, you know, this is a 3-layer image, and she designs it and gives the layers the right control, so that when I upload it in Cricut and you do at home, all those layers are organized for you. That you don't have that ability when it comes to a PNG.
Correct.
So that's why we like to let you know that you need Illustrator if you're going more of an SVG route in partnership with that. So we love it.
A couple of questions about converting a photo to a PNG, and I think there's some confusion about that. You wouldn't really need to convert a photo to a PNG in
Correct.
any scenario. I think
Sometimes
maybe
the photo is already a PNG.
correct.
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think what you all are maybe thinking is, can I
wanting it
convert
to
it
be
into a
SVG.
cut file like an
Yeah.
SVG? And the answer is no. I mean,
It
you
would be a
can,
print
but it
and
would
cut.
be absolutely insane to cut. Yeah.
Yes, it would be crazy. Now, Mary Katherine, let's talk about, say you're wanting to get started with Procreate,
Yes.
and you have an inspiration photo.
Yes.
Like, can you import that into Procreate
Yes,
to
you
help,
can.
learn
Absolutely.
how to do that? Like, what would that look like?
So you can use Procreate kind of like a tracing pad as well. I definitely would recommend that. It's practice. I don't think unless you're selling something someone has designed and you're selling it just for what it is.
Right.
I think that, you know, that's a big no-no. But
Right.
just to practice hand lettering or drawing or anything, if you find a picture that's your inspiration, you slap it into Procreate and you add a layer on top of it, and you can trace it and practice.
Neat.
And maybe tweak it
I love it.
to make it your own.
Yeah.
And that's a great way
But
to
it's a
practice.
great base so that you're not looking at just
A
a clear
blank
piece of
screen.
paper.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do it all the time.
Just to have the inspiration and things like that. So again, my friends, if you're like, do I need to grab Design Make Sell today? Here's what you're getting. You're getting all the design modules. You're getting all the sell modules. You're getting those bonuses that we talk about. Like Becca has a great bonus on taking amazing photos to sell, because if you can't take great photos, you're not going to be able to sell online. You're going to get that bonus today about making your font. So for our friends that are like, wait, I didn't even know I could take my hand lettering and turn it into a font, we have that for you today. So it's fantastic. Becca just dropped that link, so that's awesome. And yay, great thing to know if I ever sell cut files on Etsy. Exactly. If you
Easy.
ever wanted
Load
to sell
'em
your
up.
cut files, yeah,
Yep.
that's just have all of that ready. And yes, if you want to use Procreate, it is an iPad app. So it
Yes.
is exclusive for the iPad.
Which kind of stinks sometimes, but
Yes.
yeah, exclusively.
Mary Catherine, do you know of any programs for Android or PC
I
users?
just saw that there are.
Yeah.
I've not played around with them because I've been so pleased with Procreate, but
That's
there are
right.
some really good
Yeah.
drawing apps.
I'm not
for
too
Android.
familiar with the Android tablets, but a lot of the ones
There
we've
are
worked
awesome
with,
ones.
the tablet, like the touchscreen, just isn't the same quality of the iPad that you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna get with that Apple Pencil and things. So that's
Yeah,
really,
the Apple Pencil is.
it's pretty magical.
Flawless.
It's pretty
But
magical.
I have seen commercials and ads for drawing apps for Android.
So
yeah.
let's just talk, Torch, because I know we have a big group here that's like, I want to utilize hand lettering and make it cut files.
Mm-hmm.
There were many years before you went full on Procreate.
Yeah. No, well,
A little
a
bit.
couple months. Let's say a couple
Okay,
months. But
we'll
yes,
say-
I did it from hand on paper with paper and pen.
And you took those
And I made them cut files.
and you made them cut
I
files.
didn't use an iPad at first.
Now,
yeah.
Becca, correct me if I'm wrong.
That's true.
There's training, like if you want to take a picture of a design and turn it into Illustrator, that is in Design Make Sell.
Yes.
Yes. So if you're
Awesome.
saying, hey,
so
I don't
you
have
use
an iPad.
Illustrator.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you don't have an iPad today, if you are an Android
It's
user,
so easy to do too.
you can take
Yeah.
the
As
hand
long,
lettering.
yeah, as long as you save it as a
Black and
PNG.
white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To turn it into an SVG. Black
Just
and
so
white,
that
yeah.
anyone here is like, wait,
Scan
I don't
it.
want to be limited or have to have a huge investment. That's another
Exactly.
great one where you're able to
Yeah.
utilize your
I
skill.
made our first collection like that.
And we can pull up those files, like they're
Yeah,
amazing.
they look fine. They look
you
pretty
would
good.
never know, which is what I like
So
to
I drew
kinda-
it with a Sharpie on a piece of white paper. That's all I did.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to buy like a super expensive marker.
No.
You didn't have to have like some special paper.
I drew it with Sharpies.
I love that. And do you have a preference on iPad size? Like I would say anything compatible with any Apple Pencil.
Yeah, I think it just depends on how much you're willing to spend too, because you
Yeah.
can get away with using the smaller size. Maybe not the iPad Mini. I think that's too small.
Right.
I have the 12.9 inch.
Is that the Pro?
That's the
Is that
Pro.
the big size?
Yeah. So you can. There's also an 11 inch. I think
Yeah.
it's still a good size. I've drawn an 11 inch.
Mhm. I've seen friends doing that. And
Yeah,
it's totally
I think
good.
that's totally worth it. And
That's
fine.
fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we have any other specific Procreate questions? I think I've covered all mine, Becca. Are there any other Procreate questions?
Not necessarily about Procreate, but about hand lettering. What sorts of pens or markers do you like when
Let's
you're
say you're ready to start
Yeah.
lettering on your paper, because
Awesome.
I feel like that's a little less intimidating.
Yeah. No, I have the greatest hack.
Ooh, I love a good hack.
Crayola markers. I use them in the hand lettering course. Do you remember
Yes,
that?
I remember that.
Literally just a pack of Crayola, just the normal fat markers is what I call them.
And can you talk towards why that was like?
Because calligraphy is all about upstrokes that are like thin and downstrokes that are thicker. As you can saw on the book we looked at, it teaches you about strokes, upstrokes and downstrokes, and just how you do that as you write. And Crayola markers have a tip that is small, and then when you turn it on its side at an angle, it's a thick line. So in that hand lettering course I didn't want you to have to go out and buy a fancy brush lettering pack, which it's nice to have brush pens, those work great. But you can also use a Crayola marker set, the small ones or the thick ones, because they have a small tip and a big side that you can put on its side and make a big stroke. So play around with that. I think that might be a great place to start. Brush pens are also really nice to use, just depending on how much you want to spend, how you're getting into it.
Now, because I'm a little extra and we really want to make sure that all of our customers are well taken care of, I just sent a message to our team to upload the hand lettering class as a bonus for Pro members. So if you're in Pro, if you're in Design Excel Pro, we actually, I mean, it's really well produced. We had Kevin film it, one of our videographers. It's going to help you understand how to get started in hand lettering. Because Procreate, correct me if I'm wrong, when you're teaching Procreate, you're not necessarily teaching the hand lettering.
Correct. I'm just teaching the ins and outs of Procreate.
So we've added, we will have that bonus added by the end of the week.
And that has printables.
It has printables. You're gonna have everything you need to be able to get started with hand lettering. So say you're in Pro and you want to get started in hand lettering, that's gonna be available to you. Or if you're on the fence today, and you're like, I need to get started in hand lettering, we want to serve you, and I think that class is really awesome. Like I think because I want you all to experience. I know, it's so weird. I want you to experience what I got to experience, because like I still think about how upstroke, downstroke, like to really understand that, you really need it, and you all will love it. So
can I say something? So once you get that,
because you need to know all the tips from Mary Katherine. This is gonna be great.
Really, the upstroke and the downstroke will turn your specific handwriting into brush stroke hand lettering look. Really, you don't have to write in calligraphy. You don't have to know how to write fancy. Like literally, if you just learn the upstroke and the downstroke, that's all you need.
And the other thing I want them to learn, and this is something that I didn't even think about, like why hand lettering would be part of Design Excel. Like I've never thought about this. There's kind of an art to having two styles, because if you start diving into Mary Katherine's cut files, and I really want to encourage a lot of us here that want to be designers like Mary Katherine in your own style, of course. But you have two very distinct fonts.
Do I?
And there's
I would say you have more than two.
I mean, but at the end of the day, there has to be two. And you talk about that in hand lettering to be more of the script and then more of the, what do you call the other one?
Kind of like you see this.
Yeah, you can
Serif
give
and
us this right here. Like, and you talk about this and the hand lettering class, I do believe about the two. It's been years since we filmed it.
I know.
Which I had no idea we would bring it up today.
It's so fun.
I love that.
That's
neat. So it's really cool. So you can kind of see like the cursive-y one, and then the more like just
block letters too.
I love
a little bit of a diversity will make your design pop. I think.
Okay, Becca, I didn't expect so many people get so excited about this.
I'm so excited. Hey, but it's so huge right now, and so many people are like, how in the world do I do this? It doesn't seem as easy as it is. I think.
Oh, it's so easy.
Right? It is, but until you like dive into it.
It's just a little bit of a learning curve.
Yeah, and lots of practice. Lots of practice.
Which
is one reason I love the iPad for it, because you just delete it. You're not wasting all this paper.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, if you're not a Design Excel member, please join. You won't regret it. You'll make the money back when you sell your craft. Also, it's a tax write-off for your business. You guys are the sweetest. You all sell Design Excel. We don't have to. I'm just here to make it even more valuable. And guys, you are going to love the class. So if you're like, I don't know if Design Excel is right for me, we just added a new bonus.
It's awesome.
Even, I mean, our existing students are pumped. So I love it.
It's awesome.
Now, we get to talk about, we've talked hand lettering, we've talked Procreate. But if you guys are excited for that, like, I just want you to really buckle up, because the next part is one of my favorite things. Is branding in Design Excel, which is actually in the selling portion.
Yeah, it's so important.
And Jody, she says, I just recently signed up for Design Excel. Welcome, 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 my friend. We're so excited to have you. Will the new hand lettering course be available for me as well? Yeah, any Design Excel Pro student, you can enroll in today for as low as $115.50.
That's awesome.
Okay, so just for confusion, it's not for the Makers Gonna Learn membership, friends.
Correct.
It is for Design Excel Pro.
Design Excel, whether you're designing or selling, it's gonna be for you, and it's included in there. So we're super, super excited. But in the selling portion, there is a whole branding module in the course, and you teach them all the things for branding. So all our friends, if you're multitasking, come back to us. We're talking branding because I know y'all have multiple tabs open. Come back with us. Like this is real. This is real.
Perfect.
And what we want to talk about, we have so many great entrepreneurs here with us that need help. Not only, I can teach them to help figure out their business name.
Yeah.
But after that, here's where Mary Katherine picks up with you guys and says, let's build a great brand.
Yes.
A cohesive look.
Yes.
Multiple logos, why you need that, what the whole brand guide looks, because the more professional they can look online.
So important.
The easy yes that you can get.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. So let's talk branding. You showed some of the best logos. While I don't even know where to begin to talk about branding.
I can talk about it.
You just pick up because I'm going to show some examples.
So you may not even know what the word branding means. That's a great starting point. So think about, let's just take the Maker's Gonna Learn. Let's just take about that brand.
Totally.
So Maker's Gonna Learn has a logo, right? And it has a little light bulb, so it has an icon with it. And then Maker's Gonna Learn has a color scheme. So they use bright colors, orange and pink and blue and yellow, and just colors that they've put together. And they have an Instagram, a Facebook, you don't have an Etsy. Do you have an Etsy? You don't have an Etsy.
We have all the platforms.
Yeah, so many platforms, and all of those colors are on all the platforms, and the same logo is on every platform, and the look of maybe the advertisements are similar, so that's branding. When you can see it in lots of different places, know what it is, know the logo, know what it is and what they provide. So
yes, very fun, very, very
that's
fun.
a great example.
I think so. And what you all need is to have it clearly defined, like what your color palette is.
Exactly.
What your assets are.
What's your logo?
Like what's your little favicon? Like what are these, different things? So in the branding class, you're going to have a cohesive look for your business. Like right here in the course, she's gonna walk with you.
Ooh, it's awesome.
I know, you can ask yourself some specific questions. In here, you get workbooks. So if you sign up for Design Make Sell Pro today, we're mailing you these workbooks, my friend.
Yay.
You're getting them mailed to you today. That is so exciting. And it is going to be awesome. Lauren says, I thought it was just one. So Lauren, if you go pro, you're getting both today. That's what the coupon code's for. So I definitely check out the payment plan.
Can we just go ahead and do a screen share?
I would love to.
There is some confusion about whether it's a class or a membership or what it looks like. So if we can just...
Before we go to the screen, let me address one thing. This is just one enrollment cost. Once you're in, you're in for the lifetime. When we add things like this hand lettering class, because I see you guys need it, you have it. There's not a monthly fee, and we consider it like a program. So it's like once you pay your tuition cost, if you will. So let's go ahead and share that screen, and then we'll share with you, like if you're on the fence today, ready to sign up, it's super easy. Here's the page that's linked. So you can click the Yes, I'm Ready button right here, click that, and there's 3 options today. So you can go design if you're like, I only want to design. You can go sell if you only want to sell, or you can go pro. And look at the check marks, guys. I want you to look at these check marks. Hey, Katherine, which one would you pick?
The big one.
There's a lot of bonuses, and we just added one as well. So today, when you go pro, you are getting both workbooks mailed to you.
Yeah, the bonuses are awesome.
You're getting the printable books as well, the font creation. We're adding a bonus about being a successful craft show seller. You're getting our frame masterclass, which was revamped this year as well, our super secret way of keeping costs low and profits high, and are taking amazing photos with Becca. So
awesome.
Either way you want to go, both of these have the $50 coupon code if you want to pay in full or do payment plans. So why we say you can get started for $115.50 today is click that 3 payment plan, and then here's all you got to do. You're going to use that coupon code, fill this out, and then you're going to have instant access to the entire program. So DMS at checkout. and then you'll only have 2 follow-up payments of $165. So you're going to be in today to Design Make Sell for the first 30 days. And what I love, my friends, is a lot of people are able to make back the full tuition in the first month. So if we go back to the main camera, been on the fence about starting to sell my crafts. Why Design Make Sell over others? That's a great question. So it's a well-rounded program. Like, there's a lot in this program, and it's an investment. I'm not even going to say it's not. Like, this is not something we don't want you to think about. Think about it. Like, but you're gonna have everything. Yeah. Building your brand, the art of selling. I teach a lot about the mindset of like why you should sell, how to make yourself feel comfortable selling. And then Becca walks with you on designing. We have Katherine teaching you Procreate, building your brand to be cohesive, and it's so good. So can you upgrade? I regretted just signing up for one. Today, my friend, if you go pro, we will refund you Design or Sell. So just go ahead and say yes to pro. We'll refund the other one. Email customer service. We'll take care of you. Shay also says, when I first joined Design Make Sell, I registered for a non-pro, and within weeks I upgraded to pro. So no regrets. We love it, love it. Awesome. But yay. Okay, back to branding. For our friends, you get to kind of teach them how to create that logo.
We talk a lot about it in the sell portion. Yes. So we talk about logo design, how that's so important, just so people know who you are, what you sell. By your logo, they can remember you by that. The content you're sharing, maybe in your advertisements, on social media, picking color palettes. So it all looks very cohesive, and people will be able to recognize your brand, remember your brand, and it will look professional because it's very cohesive across lots of different platforms. Yeah. Then that just is awesome for you. Now,
I'm also here as someone that has questions.
Okay.
How would you, what would you say to friends at home that are like, do I have to hire someone to build my brand?
Sure.
Should I do this myself?
It may feel overwhelming.
Yeah, like if I just went and started like looking at colors, like how do I make sure they do that? So for those steps of color palette, clearly, your fonts. Like, can I do that myself?
You can totally do it yourself and save lots of money and not have some other designer do it for you. Because of the sell portion in Design Make Sell, I literally teach you each step on how to pick a color palette. That's a whole video around picking color palettes, and a whole video on logo design, and a whole video on the importance of branding. I think just to nail it again, like, why is this important? Why am I doing so much work to do this? Because it is very important. Because we're very visual and drawn to things that look visually nice.
Yes, we love it.
So you definitely can do it yourself.
That's fantastic.
I think it's a great videos. The programs are just awesome. Design Make Sell really help you.
And I think even if you're not ready, like, we're not saying you're going to have to hand letter your own logo.
No.
Like, Katherine walks with you on font pairing and what that looks like.
Fonts are easy and awesome.
All of that. It's a kind of like a secret weapon. So I love that. We have a friend saying, wait, as soon as you pay your tuition costs, you're able to have lifetime access. Yes. So once you pay your 3 payments, or you're paying full payment today, you're going to have this forever, which we're super excited about offering that to you. And then we already had a friend say, I've already made back over half of my cost of the enrollment. So we love being able to see those testimonials. That's fantastic. It's overwhelming because there's a lot to learn. I'm just starting, but I already worked with cutting machines for years. So another thing, we had someone comment, why Design Make Sell over other programs? This is the only program that walks with a die cutting enthusiast. Like, there's other programs out there, I'm sure. I don't really know what they are because we stay focused on what we do. But ours is specifically focused for the crafter like you guys at home. Like, if you have a Cricut and you're ready to sell your crafts, like, this is for you.
Specifically for Cricut.
For the die cutting enthusiast. Like, everything we do
die cutting
is awesome. So Angela says, I'm a registered nurse, but I want to have my side business. Help, please. We have everything you need to be able to do that in the program. Like, this is at your own pace, all our trainings pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Like you could do that on your
Take it
time
at
off.
your own pace for sure.
Your lunch breaks,
Yeah.
as you get those breaks, take that in. If you work 7 days on, 7 days off, anything like that, you can pick this up and sit it down. We say that we kind of ask for about 20 minutes a day.
Sure.
Because you can take about 10 to 12 minutes to watch a training, and then take the rest to kind of think through how can I apply that for my business, my side business. So we really love that, and you get those updates as well. So Jennifer wants to know, are the courses we're talking about, like, can they start watching your branding right now?
If you have it, yeah.
If you're a student, yes.
Absolutely. Yeah,
We love it.
Do you recommend they go for design first and then to sell, or does it
There
not,
isn't
does it matter?
a clear path. You guys get to kind of pick and choose, which we kind of like to empower you to do that. But depending on which one you're more focused in, do you want to be a comfortable designer, or do you need to make money first?
Absolutely.
Like, it depends on your goal there. I like to ask you guys to decide that. And Kat asked, is it okay to brand yourself if you've been selling by word of mouth and friends for years? I didn't have good branding up until
To
now.
rebrand.
I think it sounds like, Kat, that you have been doing friends and family, like local, and now you just now have, your branding. So I think it's a great pivotal moment for you to really, like,
Amp
talk
it up.
up
Yeah.
that new brand. So
Yeah.
I say go for it. Like,
Yeah, sure.
How many colors do you recommend having in your color palette for your brand guide?
I talk about that, but
Do you?
not very many is the first tip. You don't want to have like 20.
Becca's all about color this year, so Becca could end up with a lot of colors in hers maybe. So this would be...
I do talk about that thoroughly, picking colors and color and branding in the sale.
Ooh, now
package.
how do you pick down the colors? Like, is there a way to pick a tone and then make sure they fit?
In the course, I won't spill the beans, but you do have to know what you sell, and if it is like the colors should match you, your personality of you yourself, and then what you're selling.
Yes,
So
I love that.
I give this example in the training, like
All the
Tanner's,
colors.
these probably aren't Tanner's favorite colors. You
They're
know,
not.
pink and blue, magenta, those probably aren't Tanner's favorite colors, but he knows what he's selling, and he knows
Yes.
who he's selling to. So we talk about your audience, your products, things that'll really enhance your brand and actually make it really cohesive. So yeah, there's a lot about picking colors. I know that can be overwhelming.
It can.
Massively.
It really can be. And again, like our colors, like we want to make it like very attractive, like very clean edges. Like we love the whites, we love the brights. But again, like these are like Mary
But
Katherine
you could love
mentions.
moody colors and not light and bright, and that's you.
Like I wear
So-
black shirts every single day of my life. Becca got us all new Makers Gonna Learn t-shirts, so now
Awesome.
I have a Makers Gonna Learn black shirt. And
Exactly.
Becca went the extra mile to get me my favorite brand,
Oh, that's nice.
which is just a Target $6 shirt, but it means the world to me because she knows I wouldn't wear what probably the printer wanted to make it on. So I just thank you, Becca. Becca's killing
Yes,
it.
yes.
So I love it. I love it. So good. So
Yay.
good. Oh my goodness. These are great questions. So guys, we're wrapping this up. If you have any last minute question for Mary Katherine, you could ask her any questions she's comfortable answering, but
Awesome.
hopefully focused around branding, designing,
Sure.
Procreate. We love working with Mary
we gotta
Katherine.
give this away.
We get to pick a winner, and I hope Becca is thinking real hard on
I hate
picking
this
a
part. This is
random
my
winner.
least favorite part.
Do you want me to go through it?
Yes.
You're like, well, I don't know if I can pull up the comments. Can everybody that is still live with us drop a comment real quick, just if you would like us to
Yeah,
pick
Becca's
you.
typing a whole lot. That's
Becca's a
impressive.
busy- yeah,
So
Becca's
shout
a
out to
busy
Becca
one. Go
who's
Becca.
typing.
We love it.
Seriously, she's
Oh.
rocking it.
It doesn't want me to pick it. I'm trying to click on the YouTube video.
Here's a great question. Do you change colors and branding as trends change?
Let's talk about that. Can you go with the trends? What does that even look like?
I would say no, because trends change so fast.
Yeah,
I
like, you
agree
wanna be-
1,000%.
I love
I would
that.
say no.
And just because a trend is amazing doesn't mean it's like compatible with your
yeah.
brand.
Think of brands
For
that have
sure.
stayed true to themselves for 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think once you brand yourself, stick with it, and that will help you.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Is there a link for the book? The book's called The Ultimate Guide to Modern Calligraphy and Hand Lettering for Beginners.
It's awesome.
Found on the Amazon.
Amazons.
This is beautiful. Now this is going to one amazing friend today. Do you want to hold up the pins? So you're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
the book.
Pins are
and
great,
you're getting
too.
the pins to get started on your
Absolutely.
hand lettering journey.
Yes.
I have the name.
Oh my
I
gosh.
have the name of our winner who we are going to mail you your book and your pins today. So I'm so excited. I love it. So are you all ready to hear the winner?
Yes.
Are you ready? Now, we have a friend that commented hi with a hi and a heart emoji. It was Heather Johnson. So congratulations, Heather Johnson. Woohoo! I love it.
Yay.
I love it, love it, love it. Go Heather Johnson.
Enjoy it.
Heather Hunter Johnson is our
Awesome.
winner. Again, I'm screenshotting this just
Congratulations,
Heather,
Heather.
email our customer service department, hi@makersgonnalearn.com with your mailing address, and we'll get that shipped out to you.
Congratulations! We love
Yay.
it. We love it. Congrats, Heather. We're so
Yay.
excited. Wonder if this is gonna be like Heather's like kickoff to
Let's
her.
do it.
Her
I
hand
hope it
lettering.
is.
This is so good.
It's a great book.
Heather says, "Oh wow!" I love it. Congratulations,
Congrats.
Heather. One of our favorite things about our community is when we give something away.
I know, everyone's
They're still supportive.
celebratory.
They're so good.
Y'all are so nice.
They're so awesome.
Love it.
Mary Katherine, what are other ways they could follow? Do you do anything on the internet right now?
I
Like, what?
don't.
Mary
I don't
Katherine?
really do social media.
That's fun. I just
know.
wanted to make sure if we could.
No, there's not. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Now,
it's okay.
Yeah, you could go through. Well, I don't know. They couldn't search me on Maker's Gonna Learn cut files or anything. I don't think.
No, but once you know, once you see Mary Katherine's
You might know.
design, like once you see one,
I
you've
don't have a
seen-
YouTube channel.
Oh my gosh, we need to get Mary Katherine a YouTube
That's
channel.
what Christina
I asked her.
asked. No.
She said she loved making the videos for the course, so we said we are probably gonna have to do a little bit more.
Yes, love
because
it.
traditionally the people always ask for the people we love to come back, so we would love that.
Awesome.
So that's a lot of fun, and yeah, so they again jump into Design Make Sell today, my friends.
What
Say
brand
yes.
are the markers?
Ooh, they are.
They're called Artwork. You can.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Right
But they
here.
look fun.
Yeah, they look really fun.
Yeah.
So people are wanting you to blog.
I don't
People are
blog.
wanting you to YouTube. People are wanting social media. Debbie says, please come back.
They're begging.
Debbie says, please come back. We love it. I love
That's
it,
very
love
nice.
it.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So this isn't Mary Katherine's book. This was just a hand lettering calligraphy book. We could make a book.
Apparently, you need to make a book.
I didn't write it.
Okay.
This is not a bad idea.
This is not a bad idea. We will probably have to come up with some book. So
Okay.
this will be another
Perfect.
challenge. This will be fun. So
Love
yay! I can't wait for all the goodness.
Love
You're gonna
it.
have to come back real soon.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of people ready to hand letter.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be
It's so fun.
it is. So again, guys,
Love it.
if you're ready to say yes to Design Make Sell, here's what you need to do. Click the link down below, click the link in the comment, say yes, register for Design Make Sell. Today we will be sending you, if you register, both books printed. They're not, this is our prototype like I've been saying all week.
It's nice.
This is the actual one
Yeah.
that you're getting. It's such great quality, y'all. The brand new updated books, so good for all new students.
Yay.
All the bonuses, we're adding that hand lettering class. It is going to be fun.
So exciting.
Oh, yay, I have the year membership and Design Make Sell. Woohoo! Go Elizabeth and go Alicia. Love it. So, so good. And we are just so excited. So if you have any questions, need any help upgrading, email customer service. They're always available for you. hi@makersgonnalearn.com. And your books will be sent in the next few weeks. So very soon your books will arrive.
So
But you get
exciting.
instant access today.
I love them.
You can continue this conversation with Mary Katherine right after
That's
this
true.
in the course. So
Yeah.
that is awesome. So
That's
enjoy,
true.
enjoy. And I was seeing if there's any other, how
I don't
many
think-
designs to start with. I'm not sure, Raymond, what you mean. Like if there's a number you have to or anything like that. This is the Target Goodfellow t-shirt. It's my favorite shirt ever. So do the people that signed up for Design Make Sell last year get the updated books? They're available in a digital version. You can print it out. The books are very concise. They're more workbook style this
Yeah,
year.
they're fun.
I think these are like 30, 40 pages, so they're really easy to print out yourself. So we're excited. But Becca, any other questions?
I don't think so.
So
Mary Katherine, any parting words that
Oh
people, any
my
motivation you
gosh.
could give to people?
I loved what we said about practice.
Just take it
because that's
easy.
how I started. I started with calligraphy, which I got really frustrated probably many times.
Right.
But practice really is the best. And you really will see results if
Yeah.
you give yourself time for that learning curve,
Yeah.
I believe. So
Great
do
question.
it, get it, they're fun, they're great.
I love it.
You'll learn so much.
And last question, did you ever have any like imposter syndrome. Like, did that ever happen for you?
Oh, I probably still have that sometimes.
Still? Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Okay.
Gosh.
Any words you would say to someone that's like struggling to be like, I just can never like design for myself?
Well, I feel like it's so hard because you see a lot of people doing specifically on hand lettering. Like, so many people do it.
Right.
But you can too, and you can totally jump in there.
I love it.
It'll get you places.
I have
Sure.
a whole class on kind of imposter syndrome related to selling, but you can utilize that for almost any part of your life.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like just a pep talk on like really focusing in on like what your goals are, like going after
Sure.
those and not really worrying about like what other people are doing, because
No.
at the end of the day it doesn't matter. So it's really fun. So guys, thank you
guys
so
for
much.
tuning in.
Such a good live.
fun.
Thank you for being here.
Appreciate
We love
it. So happy to be
love
here.
it. Guys, if you have any questions, another big part of the pro version of Design Make Sell, you get a complimentary Facebook group where you get to ask fellow students. You get to ask the makers team. So no matter where you're at, you're getting the support. And like,
That's awesome.
if we have questions for Mary Katherine, we'll screenshot the
Sure.
question, connect with her, get you
Yep.
the answer. Customer care team's in there. We're in there, always working.
Yep.
So it'll be a lot of fun. So yay, congratulations,
Thanks,
Heather, for
everybody.
winning. Thank you guys so much for another great live stream. If you need
Yay.
anything, reach out, and we'll see you back here real soon. Bye now.
Bye, everyone. Have a good day.
See you.